Hello everyone. So I want to talk a little bit about raising your vibration to that peace, that level of peace, inner peace that you can really get to once you understand a few things. Because I'd say right now is a very important time in maintaining a higher vibration, in really leveling up who you are as a person. And I don't really mean this in the sense of identity, adding to your sense of self, improving the self in a sense, and that's a whole different subject. I just mean being able to cultivate that sense of inner peace because you're now connected to it, you're now in tune with it. So I'd say, the biggest way, the most effective way, and something that clears out the most negativity in the body would be shadow work. Obviously, looking inside yourself and outside yourself to what triggers you, to what creates the opposite of that inner peace. Whether it's those moments in traffic where even just one mishap or one little incident in traffic throws you over the top, and your ego reacts in all sorts of ways, or whether it's repeating situations in your life that you find you're constantly triggered by, you're constantly having to deal with. They're tipping you over, they're knocking you off your sense of peace. This is, in my opinion, one of the biggest things you can really look at. And you start by questioning why. Why do I feel such an urge to not be peaceful in these situations, to really just step off of my Zen mode and react in all sorts of ways? What is causing this irritability in me? Because these are the true deciding factors in your life, because you have some sort of unresolved trauma that you still haven't addressed, right? So, for example, even such a small example as waiting in traffic and being unable to have the patience to or not to drive behind someone, that you feel the need to switch lanes constantly. Logically, if we analyze the switching lanes, all it does is add to the traffic. That's the reason that traffic actually happens. So it's due to impatience that traffic actually happens. If people would actually go the speed limit and drive constantly without interfering with other drivers, the traffic would flow smoothly. But some people feel the need to switch lanes, and then they switch back because then this lane's not moving as quick. So it's really funny how the universe works, because it's always teaching us lessons. And in that case, it's a lesson of patience. So I would say in that example, and trust me, I've done this myself. I'm not innocent in this, but I've learned from it. In that example, if you're really self-aware, you realize you didn't save that much time by doing so anyways, because you just got to the stoplight and ended up stopping with other people that you just may have cut off and made as irritable as you. But it also shows that you don't trust the universe, that maybe that car will get out the way, or maybe the universe will just align for you and everything will clear the way. And it's basically, you need to control it. You need to feel better than everyone else. You need to prove that you were the smartest one on the road, or you were the smartest one in the situation. And this applies to more things, not just traffic. What other areas of your life are you showing impatience? Or are you showing the lack of trust in the universe? And you want to dominate, you want to control the situation. This is definitely apparent in relationships as well, in the sense that you don't have that trust that your partner won't cheat on you, or it won't work out. So you constantly need to control the situation. But anyway, shadow work. That's the first method to really cultivating your inner peace. Second is asking yourself, where is it that you get your peace from? Do you look inside of you? Do you just have a knowing that everything will work out? Kind of goes back to the other point. Having a knowing that everything will work out, that your inner peace isn't dependent on exterior circumstances, and anything can really happen on the outside, but you are the one that's in charge of your peace. Or do you define your peace by what is happening on the outside? Is it something that needs to be controlled? Again, with the control. Because the more you get your power from feeling superior to others, the more you get your peace from the chaos or lack of it that's going on the outside, the more you are a victim to your exterior circumstances, the more you're dependent on everything working out. The funny thing about the universe is the less you depend on everything working out, the more it works out. The less attached you are to the outcome, the more the outcome manifests. Right? So you really have to understand and learn how to cultivate your own inner peace. And this applies to love as well. It's hard to be loving towards others. It's hard to be peaceful towards others if you don't have it within yourself to do so. It's very easy to be like that in pleasurable situations where there's no conflict, there's no challenge, where no one's triggering you, where everyone's just nice to you. But the moment something like that arises and you're not truly the peaceful person you think you are, you're going to react. You're going to show your true colors because you haven't done the work. But a true person, a person that values themselves, that understands themselves, that knows that their peace isn't worth stooping to a lower vibration, will maintain that peace. And I'm not saying they know necessarily how to handle the situation perfectly in which it resolves completely, but they will at least know how to handle their own vibration in the sense that it would at least inspire those around them to achieve that as well, or to raise themselves to that standard as well. Okay. So a third way that's helped me quite a lot, because I used to suffer myself from my own lack of peace, from my own limiting ideas and beliefs about who I should be, what I need to do, and that really threw me into fits of rage sometimes. The third thing that helped me a lot was meditation. Meditation really gives you the opportunity to introspect, and it forces you to just calm yourself during those periods, and deal with the emotions that may be on the surface or within even. But it's meditation. I'm sure you've heard of many things about meditation. Maybe you've even tried it yourself, and it can be difficult if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know what to expect. Some people expect to just shut off their mind completely. Not possible, really. I mean, you have to be quite the meditator to do such a thing. But as a more experienced meditator, you start becoming more aware of your thoughts. And when you start becoming more aware of your thoughts, you start disidentifying from them, because you start realizing, hold on, I'm not the thinker of these thoughts. I'm just the observer. And what this does for you in terms of peace is that when you may notice irritable thoughts or negative thoughts distracting you from your sense of peace coming up, you'll be able to observe them much more, right? And you'll be able to detach from these thoughts and catch them early on before they really feed the lower vibration. So when you're in a situation that may cause conflict and trigger you, you'll be able to catch those triggers before you take action on them, right? Before you react unconsciously, you'll catch yourself. You'll be like, oh, wait, I've done this before. I don't like how it worked out last time. let me try something different. Let me respond consciously this time. Let me maintain my peace in the situation rather than take away from it. So meditation is definitely a good practice to help with this. It's something I would recommend doing daily, because just like you want to maintain your peace daily, there are certain practices you can do daily that can help you with that. And it's only about 20 to 30 minutes that you really need. It's something it's kind of like your own peaceful time in which you sit down with yourself and you just let it all come out. You let all those thoughts just come through, right? And it's about observing them. It's about letting them pass through, letting them flow, right? You're not there to put a barrier between your mind and your soul and just be like, nope, these are not, I can't accept these thoughts. Every thought is there for a reason. Observe it and let it go. Okay, and even all the negative thoughts. Just, you go at it like a child. You're like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, there's another thought, right? So I think I'm gonna wrap up this video with that. But those are 3 methods that you can really use to help yourself cultivate more inner peace. But remember, it really starts from within. Okay, it's a choice you make, and you make it every single moment of every single day. Sometimes it slips, right? You're human. Sometimes your ego gets in the way. Your ego is just a system, an automatic system that's acting out how you've been acting out previously. And it takes time to change that. But the more you make that choice, the more you change. Okay? So, good luck, and hope you guys raise that vibration. Take care.